Alright folks, so I'm once again on the move. I am picking up a new machine and as usual I have no idea what I'll do with it or where I'll even put it, but it's not the point. It came up, and when things come up you gotta go and get them, because Ireland is small and we don't have an endless supply of cabs like there seems to be in the US or even the UK. We have a very small pool, so whenever a cab comes up, you just go and pick it up, period. Anyway, I'm not sure exactly what this is. The lad said he had it and he got it from somebody else, whatever. But it's called a CashCube. It's not technically an arcade cab, although it is. It's one of those Sega redemption cabs. And I've never seen one before. Anyway, gotta go pick it up and we'll see what we have and what we do with it afterwards. So it's about 2 hours from me, so it's gonna be a sort of an all day trip, I suppose. And let's go. It's a horrible day once again. It's raining pretty much all day, so it's not like I'm losing any sort of sunshine or anything like that, staying at home. It's perfectly for driving, so let's go. Woo! Before we continue, I'd like to thank PCBWay for sponsoring this video. They offer PCB manufacturing and part assembly, of course, but they also offer a number of other services like CNC machining, metal sheet fabrication, 3D printing, and even injection molding. Pretty much anything you need for all your projects. Go to PCBWay.com, upload your project files, and get an instant quote. And thank you to them for sponsoring this video.
Oh, I just give me, boy, you do a deal, that kind of stuff, like, you know what I mean?
Fruit machines, yeah.
Yeah, fruit machines, yeah. That was what I really at was the fruit machines, but just getting a little bit bigger, like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't be going down that fucking road.
Yeah, the controller here.
Yeah.
It's probably a JVS. Oh, and that's manual.
That's just manual, yeah.
Sound.
There's
It's heavy, isn't it?
oh, it's mother.
Yeah.
And that's an ideal, yeah, there you are. I give her back 100 quid, so look at, there's a present for your mother, like, you know what I mean? You know, and it's, so.
Well, thank you very much anyway.
No problem at all, Ollie, no problem at all.
I'll give it another life.
Yeah. Hopefully, wherever you want to do it. Well, sure, as you say, it's going there anyway, so everyone to know. If you
Oh my god, the lad is a character. I'm just leaving his place now. I got the cab, it's all there, it's heavy, it's a heavy unit. But before I go home, I want to make a detour and go to somebody else's place to pick up a few parts. And it's somebody I've been in contact with before via email, via WhatsApp, just a fellow collector and restorer, but I never met him, and I'm in the general vicinity, so I'm gonna go and meet him and pick a few parts from him. Let's do that. Alright, so I left the second place. Unfortunately, I couldn't film there, which I understand. The place wasn't as tidy as you wanted it to be, and that's fair enough. Totally got to respect that. So yeah, we didn't film there. It's a cool, interesting collection, and a lot of like shooter games. That's what he's into, and a few drivers as well. Really nice lad, and I'm glad we made well, we had made contact, but I'm glad we finally met. It's always good to meet people directly in person like that. So I got this stuff I got from him, and I'll show you that afterwards. And now we've got another 2 hour journey to get back home. So, woo! Right, made it home, and I had to wait for 5 minutes of dry before I could move the cab. It's right here in front of me. First I was going to show you the parts that I got from my other friend. Here they are. They're just wheels, but well, let's forget about this for a minute. An Atari pole position wheel, I believe, with pretty much everything. Now, I've said before, I found the top, this, hold on, let's remove this. Right, edit. I found, it's the second type. And this one is, oh wow, that's completely different again. Has this thing been hacked to bit? I love it. Because normally there should be an optocoupler here. Well, there is, but it should be a wheel moving that optocoupler. But here, somebody has fitted a... No way, that's stock, isn't it? And that should... Oh! Is that a rotary? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's been hacked. That's been hacked to bits. Crafty people. I love it. It's not... yeah, there's no way this is stuck. Interesting part. Anyway, pole position. For me, it's straight fodder, really. But it's cool to have. Actually, I do like the wheel. That would be cool display piece. If once clean, it needs to get re-chromed. The other one that came with it is this guy, and I've no idea. Let me get a wider angle for this. There you go. I've no idea what this is from. Is it even from an arcade machine? Is it from a kiddie ride or something like that? If anybody has any idea where this is from, I took it as well because I was just curious and I want to find out what it's from. Or is it just a custom handmade job? I see some new rivets here, holes of different sizes everywhere. It could be well a custom job. I don't know, but it's just cool to have. Anyway, the real star of the show is this. This is a Sega CashCube. These are interesting machines. When I saw it, I wasn't quite sure what it was, but I saw Sega on it, and I was like, okay, these things aren't common. I don't think they really wanted much, but they should be, because in this, and I just found out just doing an inspection, I'll explain what this whole thing is first, but this is running a complete Naomi system. This is Naomi box, and it's just running standard Naomi system hardware, Sega hardware. I see a coin over there. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna go get that. That's freaking amazing. I wasn't sure. I had suspicion that it was, but I wasn't quite sure. And with it came the manual. There you go. That's going to be handy. I think it works. We'll try to plug it in afterwards. This is a redemption game. It's sort of an arcade game where you could win money. The Sega had a few of these. Konami had a few of these. Konami had the Silent Scope, something that was redemption, and Sega released those around 2002, 2001, something like that. There was 3 games that I know of. So there was this one, there was a card game, and there was a pool game. And essentially all you did is, for the card game, well, for all the game, you replace the panel here. And it plugs into a standard, let me open that. It plugs into a standard Naomi input type of board. And this recess here has a reason, because one of the game was a pool game with two little, well, a central thing where you could arrest your pool cue in, and moving the pool cue forward or backward essentially was replicated on the screen. There was like optocouplers inside that would actually register the movement, and you could play a game of pool on this machine. But to do that, you'd replace the control panel. You see this part of the control panel comes off, and you just disconnect the USB stuff, and it just connects into this board. So the whole assembly here can come off. You replace that with your next game. You change the cart, and off you go. You have a brand new game. Here you can see there's a little recess and a panel. This is where you'd put the pedals for the club cart. It was the name of the game. And your cash winnings, or was it a ticket or tokens or whatever it was, would come out this way. It's got a CRT, a running CRT, I'm told as well. Been told it's running. We're going to try it. And this is a VGA monitor, 17-inch VGA monitor. So interesting cab. My goal with this is not to have it earn money on location or anything like that. I am going to turn this, and I've been looking for one for a while. I'm going to remove the topper because that's not needed, but I'm going to turn this into a generic Naomi cab, possibly running an emulator on Raspberry Pi, but maybe original hardware at the beginning. I'll see until I figure out how to do the emulator stuff. But yeah, that's my goal, because it's a lot smaller, a lot tidier than the big Naomi cab, like the Crazy Taxi I have, or the generic cabs. That they're much higher. They wouldn't even fit in here, and they're much wider. They have a big 28-inch monitor on them. So this is an interesting find, an interesting get, and it's. I kind of like the look now that I have it. I have to say, not the artwork, but the that sort of. It almost looks like those Sega, what is it, SVG? Those not the equivalent to the Play Choice. It's got that awkward feel about it. It's not quite as homely as an arcade machine, but it's still kind of cool and interesting. There you go. We're going to try and plug it in and see if it even runs. This is going to stay here. I'm going to shift some stuff over there. I'm going to put this over there in the corner. This is actually going to be a mission for here, and where I will experiment with running Naomi emulation on this. Okay, let's go and try and plug it in. I didn't spot that, but behind the manual here, there's old chips, just old fries and a spoon. Oh, I'm not touching that. Oh my god, that screen is tidy. That was a lovely shower display. Does it boot? We get the Naomi welcomes, waiting for Hopper. Board error, low battery. Okay. Turn on and off reset key. So he did show me. Look at this hack job. So there should be a reset key somewhere, but this is the solution they have. You just short those two wires. Let's do that with one hand. Oh yeah, there you go. Front door is open, cash door is open. Alright, so there's two buttons here. So you need to close the cash door. I've just put some magic tape here, and there's there's one here as well. So this door closes this one, and this door, and I believe this guy will come and push the button normally, but it wasn't doing that for some reason. Anyway, if I put in now, will it even... God, that screen is incredibly tidy and sharp. I really like it. Actually, I think 17-inch on those VGA monitors works really well. Look at this. And that's the CRT. Anyway, let's... Okay. Press start button. Oh my god, this is so cool. So this is a gambling game, really. But still, how to kick. Aim the shot. Oh, you aim... Oh, this needs... This is crusty. So you can see with the pool one, having your cue here would actually go in there. So that's why you need that recess here. Press button to skip. Okay. Game start. Oh, so you select your angle. That's cool. Okay, let's just... Yeah. It's kind of weird trying to... So what do you do here? Oh, so you aim here like that. Oh, up. Oh, wow. And then how do you shoot? Do I... This is so tacky. shows you I just put in €1 and I just won 4 cents, which is essentially what we found here, like small change. How many goes go I? Let's go for that. See this being very addictive. So can I, normally I should be able to give it an effect. So how much did I win? That was a good shot actually. Look at that. A whole 58 cents. There you go, folks. Sega CashCube. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove this guy because I don't need it or want it. I want to see as well the guts and the monitor that's in it. So it looks like it's a VGA monitor because that's what Naomi needs. Yeah, there's a VGA connector here. Here we have, so we have a power board, 2 power boards. Suspect one is for, well, we got the power supply here. We get an ISO transformer over there. I suspect these are power boards for what? For the Naomi cab? For the actual Naomi motherboard? I would have thought, no, this gets its power straight from the PSU here. So what are these for? I'll have to have a look. There's an audio amp over there. I'm suspecting this is the hopper setup, and it looks like this slides off in some fashion. This slides off here. It's on the rails. Yeah. So this, yeah, and there's a handy handle. Cool. Okay, let's open maybe the top and see what monitor we have, and can we look at anything else in there? Interesting. So there's once you take the marquee off, there's a plate here. You take that off, and that's where you have your marquee light. Fair enough. And here underneath is a single screw for this assembly. So that's when you have your topper. That's where it bolts to the plate that is here, like it bolts together. But this is how you access these speakers. I thought this was a double speaker actually. An interesting chassis monitor. This is like a flat screen. It's so flat actually, and it's really interesting monitor. Cool. So there's no marquee here. There's no. Should that be even should that be see-through? I feel this. I'm gonna remove this bolt. It'll be cool to have a marquee here, although would this be distracting? It's kind of cool here anyway. And at the back, there's our monitor. How come there's two power plugs here? But it says VGA indeed. What's this? That's the coin sign. That goes here. Yeah, there you go. That should have been here. Cool. Well, I think that covers it all. It does look better with the mark. It's tidy. It's kind of deep. It's actually a lot more deep than it really needs to be, but I think it works. What will I do with this? I don't like it, but it might be nice to have just a Naomi logo, or even just a Sega logo here. Big blue Sega logo. I need to get onto Ollie about that. Actually, I need to get onto him about my Outrun stuff. Oh, we got the old amusement license from Ireland. There you go. Anyway, folks, this is dragging on. This is the Sega CashCube. Cool little find. Do please let me know if you have the pool top or even the pedals and the wheel assembly for a club cart. I'd love to give those a go and maybe either make this a complete redemption kind of setup, because they're interesting games, or have the option, find a way down the line as well to convert this to a proper Naomi setup, where I could change the, I think that's going to be the option, just have that also, maybe disconnect the hopper, find a way to disconnect the hopper and have this on a free play of some sort, but and find different control panels that would fit, or make control panels that would fit here and play different Naomi games. And maybe find, I know you can emulate Naomi games now on Raspberry Pi 4. I think you need to overclock it, but that's not a problem. And turn this into a Naomi Sega game of sort. That's it's cool to find. People who've been sleeping on these cabs for a while. I've seen them come up in the past, a long time ago, but nobody wanted them. A lot of them have been trashed, but they're actually pretty handy. Full Naomi setup. So let me know if you have the controls, and also do let me know if you know what this guy is, what it's for. Never seen it. Anyway, folks, this is the Sega CashCube. Thank you for watching, and the sun is back out. See you next time.